To the tight ends, I'll let you keep going here. Jonnu Smith, the big signing. This really opened up free agency as far as big moves here. Jonnu Smith, 25 years old, 4-year, $50 million deal. Again, that's significant coin for Jonnu Smith. And then they turned around and bring in Hunter Henry as well, which is quite a shocker. And then my boy James White and Rex Burkhead, both running backs, still at large. I think a lot of people assume James White going to head down to Tampa and follow Brady, and then we'll see what happens with Burkhead. But let's talk about the two tight ends here, Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. Obviously, the easy comparisons are the Hernandez and Gronkowski, but the more and more you talk about that and hear about it, that is almost something that's impossible to happen again. Like the target share that they had, the type of athletes that both of those guys were, what that team was, who Brady was at that point of his career in 2011, playing at an MVP level, Super Bowl every year pretty much. Different quarterback, different scheme, different offense, different weapons all around, different team entirely than the Patriots 10 years later coming into 2021. So how do you feel about this two-headed tight end monster here in New England with Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry?
At first, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, what are they doing? Like, I saw Jonnu, and I'm like, yeah, awesome. We got our tight end. And then I saw Hunter Henry. I'm like, okay, Bill's doubling down. You gotta believe in Bill. As a Patriots fan, we've seen some weird stuff. I remember a while ago they brought in Tim Tebow for like the off season. We were like, oh, we're gonna run 2 QB sets. We're gonna have Tim Tebow come in. So, there's always talk about random crap like that and some creative offenses. But yeah, I mean, I like this. I like this. And for fantasy purposes, I'm about it too, because it really dropped Hunter Henry's fantasy stock for a lot of people because of the fact that they have Jonnu and Hunter Henry. But I'm all over it. Cam Newton last year, he averaged 24.5 passing attempts per game in those 15 games. Let's say Hunter Henry, I mean, who's to say he can't get 6 or 7 of those targets per game? And I think we talked about it before. Bobby said there's potential for even more pass attempts this upcoming year, which I'm sure he'll get into. But point being, if Hunter Henry can snag 7 or 8 of those targets per game, it doesn't really matter what the rest of the situation is. If that other guy is Jonnu Smith,